All right, there we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our playthrough of Pikmin 1. It was really between this or Ghost Trick. Between what was winning the poll. I decided to go with Pikmin 1 just because I know the game pretty well, and it will relatively be a casual run, and that'll give us time to prep for Ghost Trick, because that's going to be a longer commitment. And before I've seen some of you ask, the plan is just Pikmin 1 right now. I'll get to 2, 3, and eventually 4 down the road. I need to refamiliarize myself with 2 first, because I think it has actually been a decade since new play control came out, since I've actually played Pikmin 2 at that point. So
2 is the closest thing Nintendo's ever gotten to an official Kaizo.
like that or Lost Levels, one of the two on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least having beaten the 1 and 2 fully now myself, I do have an actual ranking for the first 2 games, which is nice.
I'd still say I haven't played 4 yet at this time, but I
still need to nab 4.
I'd still say Pikmin 1 is overall my favorite one out of them. 2 is definitely more of a commitment, and like I gotta be in the right mood for 2. I'm not saying 2's bad, like a lot of people on the internet have been kind of going in recent years, but it is definitely a very different game compared to every other game in the series,
Like,
I think.
2 is bullshit, but I kind of like that bullshit.
I kind of like the bullshit.
There's something funny
I think
about
that is definitely the
game. Like it holds back so much.
That is definitely the game I think that gave the Pikmin slaughter reputation kind of deal. Because it ain't Pikmin 1.
Definitely.
I'm just gonna tell you guys now, if you guys are expecting Pikmin slaughter in 1, don't expect that too much. There's not a lot of enemies that can wipe out you all out in an instant kind of deal.
A Wally Hop encounter can go wrong.
Like, I think Wallyhogs or Snagrets is like the closest you're gonna get kind of deal. But they tend to take out like 5 to 10 at a time. Like, they don't wipe out an entire squadron.
I kind of wish Nintendo embraced that more.
Okay.
I kind of like the idea that, hey, guess what? If you mess up, you can just lose most of your squad.
Yeah.
When it comes to Pikmin 1,
the biggest thing with Pikmin 1 would really be the final boss if you really fuck up.
and Bob Rocks.
Well, yeah, if you're not
your
going
first
about it
time,
properly.
but like once you know the strat, like kind of deal. For that, but you were saying, guys.
Yeah, ironically, the biggest Pikmin killer in this game can be yourself with bomb rocks.
Yes, very much. I mean,
Thankfully, I knew in advance about that.
oh, Roxas, I am not saving lone Pikmin or shit like that. In Pikmin 1, nah. If a Pikmin dies, they die on that.
We close our hearts here.
I mean, look at, in my test run, look at those Pikmin numbers right there. Losing a few is fine. Losing a few is fine, guys.
This is not a Fire Emblem.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I just saw, like, I remember my blue number being guide. I just look at my red one as well. Dear God. Oh, my good lord.
100.
But yeah, I'm expecting about a 13-day run as well onto this, and then we'll probably do a challenge mode stuff at the end just cause, for that, but, yeah, I've been playing Pikmin 1, I think really since, a few years after Brawl, then I was familiar with Pikmin at that point, through a GameCube rental. But where I really started playing a lot was the new Play Control version when that came out. And if you can somehow find a copy, I do highly recommend that version as well. But since we have the Switch one now, that's probably the preferred version at this point.
Yeah, I really like how the Switch version handles the emotion aspect for if you want to use it.
I actually don't like how it's handled on this, honestly. For that, I feel like it's way more inaccurate than the Wiimote was before, and you can't use a Joy-Con setup as well to like replicate the new Play Control version onto it. I just feel like the gyro aiming in this is yes, but the gyro aiming I feel like is not very accurate in this version. So I play with the standard GameCube controls for this.
I prefer the Wii controls at least of 1 and 2, but I can adjust, absolutely.
I can adjust. I do prefer that Wiimote. I think more than anything, because in the Wii version, you actually get a little bit farther throwing range, and that let you do some shenanigans that you aren't able to do in the other versions of the game. So,
Captain's log. Stardate. Crash landing. Oh boy! Food!
I will devour this thing that came out of this onion.
Looks like a
So, yeah,
carrot.
so I might as well say for the first time I beat the game with the Switch version, it took me 24 days to get all the parts.
24. Oh my god.
Pat,
It
before
was
you do
my
anything,
first time playing Pikmin 1 all the way through.
Pat, before you pluck it, let's wait.
Oh.
Yeah, because
I get you.
funny
I
thing-
get you.
Yeah, because funny thing about this first day, because even though there's technically no timer, time still passes. So if you want, you can leave this day with 24 flowered red Pikmin just by leaving them in the ground.
Or you could
Can't
just
believe
get
I'll
grass.
wait that long.
Yeah, we're only gonna do one for that,
just
just
the
for the joke. I'll let it get to a bud, but yeah, because I mean, there's gonna be grass like literally right in the first area of Forest of Hope, so yeah.
Yeah, like Nectar makes the whole waiting for it thing really feel like a non-issue to me.
Okay, you know what? I'm bored. I'm bored.
Ah.
Okay, move on.
Well, there.
Great content.
Roxas, no, Dolphin, more comes from the name of that was the GameCube's code name, for that, which is why Olimar ship is named as the Dolphin as just a reference to that, and that's why the emulator is called Dolphin as well on that, so.
But the more you
That was
know.
because dolphins are jerks.
Now, if it was because of the dolphins being jerks, that's what they would have called the Pikmin 2 ship.
Oh boy.
Fuck that ship.
I
I thought it was funny when I was a kid, and then like now I'm like, fuck this ship.
Yo, all my homies ate the Pikmin 2 ship.
The Hogotate freight ship.
They
I
pray,
don't
yeah.
know.
The fact that
It doesn't
that's
even
the
have a
ship
real
they turned
name.
into a... I love that that's the ship they turned into a bomb item in Smash.
I forget
One
in
that
Yes, blow up the ship.
I forget, for Olimar's Final Smash, is it the Dolphin or is it the Hocotate ship for that? I forget.
I believe it's the Hocotate ship.
I'm gonna check this.
I think, but don't quote me.
Yeah, Pikmin 1 was built off of the Mario 128, GameCube demo. Is where basically it evolved from
Oh yeah,
that.
it's Hocotate. It's Hocotate.
Hocotate, yeah.
Which is the way
Chocolate.
the ship
Chocolate.
explodes.
I think as a kid I read it as chocolate.
I think that was probably the wordplay they were going off of. Probably initially on that.
Come on.
Well,
Sounds
actually,
too
no, Rox.
confusing.
Weirdly enough, besides the Mario 128 demo, Pikmin originally started as a game called Adam and Eve, that Shigeru Miyamoto was working on. It was basically the idea you would have two creatures, and you would basically be an omnipotent god, controlling them and seeing them grow and stuff like that. Think of it kind of like Sims, in a way. But I think it just got rejected because most of the rest of the team was just like, what do you even do in the game, kind of deal, and had a hard time selling it to other people. Like, I swear it's fun, kind of deal. So, it
Y'all
kind
ever played
of
Civilizations?
changed to ship after that.
Yeah, the selling point for me on Pikmin was just the sheer idea that the Pikmin could die. Like, it gave, like, you know, it gave it like, okay, this is fucking survival in nature.
I think
that's
Yeah, I think my first exposure ever to Pikmin was Luigi's Mansion had a video for it, hidden away in the options. But I don't think I really gave Pikmin the time of day until Olimar got added into Smash, I think.
In my case, it was friends had a copy of 1 and or 2, which I played a tiny bit of, but didn't get far because past me sucked at the games.
I remember seeing the Pikmin 1 commercial and being excited for it. Just the idea of it, it's like, oh hey, you're out in nature, like it's survival of the fittest, that kind of stuff. Just that kind of idea was just striking. And then we got it with our GameCube, along with Luigi's Mansion, Smash Melee, Rogue Squadron, and this.
So pretty much almost all of the GameCube launch titles.
The big ones. The
Yeah.
big ones, at least. We might have also gotten Tony Hawk Pro Skater in there, actually.
Was that on the GameCube?
We got it not long after Pro Skater 3.
Oh, bad one. At least I think that was the bad one.
I think besides that, I do distinctly remember the Pikmin 2 commercial when that made the rounds.
Yeah, that too.
And
Like,
all
my
the
dad ended up
commercials
buying it
from
for
that
me.
era are fucking fever dreams on the Who Are You marketing campaign Nintendo
Who
had
are
around
you?
that time.
I always remember the Final Fantasy VI commercial. You know the one.
The one with Mog for that?
Yeah, the Moogle casting room where it's just...
I don't think
all
I
right,
really
look at
ever saw
it.
that. I don't think I ever saw that one on TV. I only ever saw it in other videos.
Still hilarious.
You're going to figure out your
So,
goal.
it is always weird kind of coming back, because I guess to talk about the day system kind of deal, that you have 30 days in this game to get all the ship parts, and I remember that weirdly not being that big of a hurdle, for me.
The idea of it is more stressful than anything.
Yeah, because once you actually start playing the game, you realize it's just...
one when I was younger.
Once you start playing the game, you kind of realize it's like, oh, you can get like a lot of ship parts in one day kind of deal.
Yeah, that is definitely one of those things that scared me as a kid, but like...
I don't think it's nearly as scary as, say, like, permadeath in Fire Emblem kind of deal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, like, man, just...
Oh, you went
like,
that
with
far
Fire
into a
Emblem,
map,
just-
too bad. Rebecca died.
Don't you worry. Next game, that reset button will get plenty of use.
Yeah. It is always one of those things that I feel like the day limit has always gotten a bit overblown kind of deal in
Super
recent Pikmin.
overblown.
Especially in, like, 3, it's almost practically a non-factor.
I
in
don't
3.
understand why people like praise it when it's like, oh hey, I got 2 things of fruit, I'm good for 5 days.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, if you collect all the fruit, you've got like 99 days to finish the game, which is way more than you would ever possibly need.
Like, the
kinda.
only people who would ever even run into that limit are like actual children.
Yeah. Like,
Investment.
there's only like one day that can ever be a possibility of running out of
Even then,
fruit.
it's still cakewalk.
Yeah.
It's like there's just no real time pressure like in the default difficulty. Like, we have to rely on mods for that.
Branded 2 Pikmin dungeons are easily way scarier. It's not because of stuff like Water Rape or stuff like that. Honestly, it's falling bombs that will kill you more than
Falling rock.
anything
Fucking
else.
Christ.
Falling bombs, electricity.
Falling rocks,
honestly,
Gatling drawing.
I want more insta-kill bullshit.
Yeah.
I
I think
want
as
to be
long
punished.
I am okay with the insta-kill bullshit in Pikmin. I think that's fine. I just think it needs to be telegraphed better than something like Pikmin 2.
Yeah.
Kind
Give
of
me
deal.
14
I'm
AoEs.
okay with insta-kill bullshit as long as it's consistent and predictable kind of deal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's my
yeah.
fault I
Yeah,
got
not 4 bomb rocks falling from the sky out of goddamn nowhere.
Yeah.
With Pikmin 4, like, I see the ice Pikmin and I see fire and I'm like, that should be a selective insta-kill.
Yeah.
It's like, do that. Like, have certain types be, like, instantly killed by certain hazards. Like,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
all
like,
of them,
I-
obviously.
Ice hitting fire being like the inverse of yellow to electricity makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, and also just, like, the game already provides a whole bunch of safety nets. So, make me use those safety nets.
Yeah. I think that's what we were
I like a
talking
game
little-
that will I like a game that will
Welcome to the
absolutely
forest
fucking
of
kill
hope.
me.
Like, we were talking a little bit about it before stream of just, like, difficulties of games. I always just prefer it in a game of where if you give me a lot of options, I want to feel like I actually have to use all those options kind of deal, because that feels way more gratifying kind of deal. If you
At
give me
least
too
for-
many safety nets, then it's like, okay, then I a lot of the time feel like I won't need to try at all kind of deal.
Because at a certain point, it just feels like devs are afraid of any friction.
Yeah. Jojo, that's a very good point. We were talking about that. That's why I love SMT for that kind of deal. SMT is definitely very hard kind of deal, but it makes you use every option in your arsenal to get the most possible done.
And it's one of those cases where you like give a controller to someone for the first time and you'll see them struggle with things that you'll be kind of shocked that they're struggling with.
Mm-hmm.
Like things that are second nature to you won't be to a new player.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at a certain point, but the skill ceiling should still be higher for those players.
Yeah. Like, actually, I feel like Nintendo games have been kind of running into that, dilemma, I think, a lot of this generation. Ironically enough, I think Metroid Dread is one of the few that has kind of avoided that pitfall kind of deal. For that. Mostly because Dread is one of the hardest games in the series, but I don't feel like it feels nearly as hard. I think for one key reason, the game has a retry button kind of deal for the boss fights, which are going to be the thing that kick your ass in that game more than anything else.
I like a lot of checkpoints. Just give me checkpoints. I don't want repeat stuff. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's like the difference between a normal game and like a Jak 2 situation kind of deal.
Yeah, no, Jak 2 is just like, okay, this is not fun.
Yeah. Like, I want games to push me to like learn shit and how to deal with it kind of deal in a burst of challenge kind of deal, not like doing multiple things in a row back to back to back to back to back to back.
Thankfully, every Pikmin game has that to some degree. Like challenge mode in Pikmin 3, the extra modes in the side missions in 4. Like one of the side missions is actually some of the hardest Pikmin content. Period. Like officially. And yeah, just it's just that they give you like so many ways out on stuff, and combined with like stuff like the auto lock system, which honestly is more of a detriment than anything. It's like it trivializes certain things and it makes doing certain things more annoying.
Yeah.
What's that? An automatic lock-on? Oh, seeming to fuck you over every time? Oh boy.
You can't turn it off for reasons you have no idea, even though we already have a manual lock-on.
Wow.
I love Battle Network 6.
I knew there was gonna be a Battle Network joke somewhere there.
Everyone, go!
Like,
Attack!
Yeah, they introduced the Devil Trigger, which is great. It's super powerful. Unfortunately, it has an auto lock on. In a game where positioning is very important.
I forgot the side B stuff did that.
Like, it absolutely does not invalidate those forms, but it's something you have to always plan around. Yeah, beast out.
At least it's not some of the crap 4 throws at you.
I mean, 4 on a gameplay front, at least, is not too bad outside of, like, 3 asshole bosses at the end of the game. It's just the repetition. So many recycling scenarios. Over 3 playthroughs.
I just want to say when Sophie was doing that yippee, it was lining up perfectly with the throwing sound effect, and that threw me off for a second there. Now it sounds like the Pikmin are making that noise.
I need this as a mod now. Oh my god.
Oh god. Okay.
Okay. That's their language. It's just a bunch of little yippies.
Alright, so for this next part, I'm going to do a little bit of multitasking here. So first, just going to kill this orb. Please die. There we go.
Going back to the whole difficulty thing in Pikmin, like with Pikmin 2, me barely remembers to use my sprays early game. Me, I'm using all of them on these late game fuckers.
I'm gonna take these 30 guys over here. I believe the game initially expects you to come here with blue Pikmin, but you can do this part way earlier by just...
you can get every single treasure in this without blues.
Yeah.
You do not need blues, but you do have to use slight exploits, and some of them are riskier than others.
Yeah. The biggest exploit one is the one over... I don't have the map, but it's the one in the water just up here to the left.
Like the gem?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take like 5 or 6 reds at a time. You throw them halfway across the water, from one point. You don't go from the mainland. And basically you can whistle them in before they drown. But you have to be pretty fast and they can be a little cumbersome.
Yeah.
Captain's log.
Oh god!
Fuck?
What the fuck?
Captain's log.
Captain's log, Amber alert.
Amber alert over here.
Good to know that still works in the ship.
Captain's log. Stardate. Tornado warning. When I landed on this planet, I came across a sign that named this area Florida. Sounds strange. I saw a billboard run into the water saying, "For the vine." I simply shrugged my arms and moved on with my day.
Olimar, you've seen some strange shit.
I've been... he is basically the equivalent of a space UPS man. He's probably seen some weird shit.
Oh, I crash landed for the 5th time?
Sometimes the 6th, depending who you ask.
We might be at 6 or 7 as of 4. I'm not sure.
That's still just
I like to
crazy
imagine
like,
after that one
is the
alert,
man's
he's like,
job.
"Oh, great, so I
How
can receive them, but I can't send them."
How has that man crashed that ship so many times? Like, it is his job to fly that ship. How is he
at this point, I am convinced that PNF 404 is basically just the Bermuda Triangle. Because here's the thing, Olimar's not the only one who crashes in Pikmin 4.
True.
Everyone crashes.
Also, the Pikmin 3 crew crashed their ship as well, so...
No, literally, no, it's like everyone crashes there. It's not just Olimar. Though in this game, it was
just not that
like
good of a pilot
meteorite.
based on some of his part descriptions.
What, Pikmin 2 is the only time we didn't full-on crash, though there was a...
There was a bump in the road on that.
Louis did fall out, but, you know, maybe that was
Twice.
someone tried to do us a favor.
But yeah, because, like, based on some of the ways he describes the parts in Pikmin 1, you might think, oh, Olimar's just not that good of a pilot. But, yeah, no, future games show it's just a planet. It's just a planet.
It's just a planet. Also, man, it's still really funny to me of that.
Roxas, no one does.
Yellow
Yes.
Pikmin go from, like, the least useful in Pikmin 1 to the most useful in Pikmin 2.
Here's the thing about yellows. Like, they are still very useful, but their mandatory use is limited.
Yeah.
But they can't, like, guess what? They're the only Pikmin that, with small numbers, you could take out almost any enemy.
Yeah.
You just don't need a lot of yellows at a time.
Yeah. It's just, I think it's also just kind of compared to reds, which just naturally have a higher damage output kind of deal, that you just take a squad at reds and they will just kill something within seconds kind of deal.
Yeah. I think it's reds, yellows, then blues. Blues are just mandatory use.
Yeah.
They are Pikmin-shaped locks for water... Wait. They are Pikmin keys for water locks. There we go. Yeah, I mean locks as in, like, a lock.
Psylocke Hawk put it best.
I need to put some of these guys back because we need to get more yellows out.
Alright, everyone, go on inside. Poker night.
Poke
The inventory?
poke face.
Yes. I love that game.
I kinda wish they made a
Yep.
third one.
I mean, it straight up got me into Texas Hold'em. Like, I actually learned the game and everything. Watch competitive poker. I like it.
I like the thing.
I
Dad,
like
can
the
we each
In
get
my
a,
case, it was
can we
just,
each get
in
a
my case,
cookie from
that's
the
just
cookie
family.
jar?
Has always
No.
been into card stuff.
Not until Daddy gets his new radar, gets his radar back.
God, Holly... Man, before I lost my dad, Hollywood Rummy Night was always a treat. It was the saltiest card game you could ever find.
I
Passed down through my family.
I remember one of my key memories I have of my grandpa kind of deal is we were playing hand and foot kind of deal. And my grandpa would always find a way to cheat if he could kind of deal. And I think he started to really like get mad at me because I was starting to win. And I just saw the look, just my dad was just like, hey, we need to teach that good manners. Let's hold it in kind of deal. I was kicking his ass at it.
I know. No, like my grandpa had a terrible poker face.
I have tried to pull
every time he would get a remotely good hand, it would just like, yep, all right, let's go.
So in Hollywood Rummy, the whole idea is that you basically mash multiple decks of cards together, depending on how many people are playing. And the idea is to try to make specific... It's 7 rounds, and you have to make 7 specific hands. Like, for example, like you have to make like 3 pair, 2 run, and 4 run... Not 4 run... God, 4 runs would be horrendous.
So this is like an ultimate version of Progressive Rummy.
Probably... I think that's the idea. I'd have to ask my grandmother how...
Because Progressive Rummy is the one I usually play with family, and that one is like you have different rounds where like the number of the round indicates how many like triplets or runs of 4 you need to make.
Yeah, but the whole idea is that you cycle through your hand from the deck and trying to make these hands. But you can also like take from the discard pile, but only if the person who just discarded it allows it, which can create some interesting grudges, where someone might go, begrudgingly, you can have it. Or if someone has been an actual asshole that night, it's like, no. You have lost your discard.
In Progressive, the veto goes to the person who goes right after the person who discarded. So it's like, does the person immediately after the play want it, or do they let someone else have it? Because if you veto it, you have to take the card.
Yeah. The idea, the final shtick is that once someone makes the first person to make the hand, everyone else's hands that they have not, like, if they haven't made like everything they need already, any extra cards they have get added up to their points, and it's golf rules. Lowest score wins.
Yep. What you're describing is really just an alternate version of Progressive.
Yeah. The final round is hilarious because you need to make a perfect hand. You cannot have any extra cards. It's the funniest. It can go either for like 5 minutes or an hour. It is the funniest thing.
Yeah, the later hands of Rummy get insane because everyone's going for different things of similar sizes, and it's like someone's getting screwed over.
Yeah, because it becomes a game of how willing are you to dig in your heels onto the hand you're committing to.
I find it hilarious how even when you put multiple Bond Rock pictures, the yellow's like, get scared, only puts down 1.
1 or 10, they're all lethal.
I think I also I remember when Nico first played, he didn't know how bomb rocks work, and boop, there goes a lot of
I can already imagine how that went.
Yeah.
I need to go watch his VODs of that later.
I need to catch up on his 16 playthrough.
I'm big curious if
I have the most recent part tabbed.
He still needs to finish Pikmin 2, but I'll be curious if he progresses more on the Pikmin series.
Now, the thing that I'm not looking forward to is tomorrow, because the thing is, so the parts that we can grab are this one and this one over here. And it's like, we'll finish those quick.
Or not.
I'm looking at that snag right over there.
The snagger hole.
And I'm just like, do I want to deal with that now? What kind of deal onto that? I might. I might.
Fun thing for me is I forgot that it was only the triplets. For some reason, when I was going through this game myself, I thought, all right, that should be the single one, and oh god, this is triples.
Oh boy, a whole family.
Fuck.
7, 6, 5,
Oh.
Oh,
4,
Mhm.
3,
okay.
2, 1. I win.
Okay. So I did see a lot of death numbers onto that. How bad did we get on that?
It's fine.
I'm saying 5.
Oh, only 10? That's not bad.
Only 10.
That's a drop in the bucket.
I know, but once you start going up a whole digit, like...
I left 10 children off play.
I mean, when you make 140 every day, you know.
For every one that is lost, another 10 can be bred.
Oh god. Oh. Oh no.
Jesus.
Fuck that
So
guy.
when do we reach the point with the
I don't care. I don't care if it's technically some other guy.
So when do we reach a point when there's a pigment strike?
That's Pikmin 6 at that point.
Some people realize, like, hey, we're getting a raw deal
We
here.
outnumber you 1,000-1.
I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that every time we come back to a Pikmin game, they're almost extinct.
Yeah, I think these guys just cannot survive without us. So.
You let one
They have
pigment
shit-
stand
there
up,
is
then
some
they'll all
implications
might
before.
stand up.
There's some
Because, like,
implications before about that.
Because like having basically marathon the first 2 games myself, yeah, like that was the span of like I don't know a few days at least for that. So it's like, guys, what the hell happened? Like, I don't know how long.
I mean, part of
space
it
travel
could
for
also be
Olimar
that
takes.
that could just be a different Pikmin colony.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you are going to different parts of the planet each time, so...
Well, not quite. Like like if you look at the map layouts, it's basically heavily implied that you're revisiting areas from Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2.
Yeah, but like it could still be another colony of Pikmin.
Captain's log. Stardate. Weed. I tried some of this nectar that the Pikmin keep drinking. As soon as I drank it, I saw a strange dog, and I had hair. Actual hair.
There's a literal, like, one of the treasures, like, it implies that fucking Olimar smoked weed.
Which one is that? I forget.
What is it, baby?
I'd have to look it up.
In Pikmin 4 or this game?
I think
Uh,
2.
Ew,
Ah.
okay.
Gotta try the product before you sell it. Ow, is that fucking weed? Olimar, weed?
I mean, we our current times we do have polygamy in Nintendo games.
That's
Oh,
right, I'm a
God.
polygamist.
A few of you guys. We need 30 of you on this.
Okay, Pikmins number 25, 23, 26, and 18. I need you to, go on a special mission. What is it, sir? There's 3 birds over there, just check them out.
I think they're pretty neat.
You respect the birds, we respect them. Stay in their territory.
But I'm sorry, you
Oh,
have a ship
fuck
part, so war.
We could just
They're birds. War.
Then it's just the plot of the Sandlot.
Never watched this man a lot.
I watched the first. I actually got exposed to the second one first, so that was technically my articulate. So imagine my surprise watching Sandlot 1 is like, oh, it's just Sandlot 2 again.
Sandlot is the...
And unlike
Right?
Sandlot 2, it doesn't have girls.
Yeah, Nova Blaster. This is actually one of the ship parts that is completely optional. It The weird thing about this game is that only certain parts are required for the ship, but you have no idea what those are before the end of the time limit at all on that. It's
Yeah,
just a
when
Pretty sure a bunch of those are also should not be necessary as well.
Like these
It's like,
two glowing
oh man,
lights.
this cushioned
I mean,
seat.
I will never survive this show round.
Look,
my
without the
back,
pilot
my
seat,
back
you
is
can't
that
concentrate
messed up.
I mean, to be fair,
I
Armor looked
remember when I
really
first found out you don't have to collect all the parts. I thought it was a hard number, not specific ones, until later.
Listen, man, we need that lumbar support for Olimar. He will explode otherwise.
It may be the size of a GameCube disc, but even he has spine problems.
Ba, 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 ba.
Olimar really is the funniest case of Smash Bros. Character scaling.
Yeah. Alright, so you guys need to go back in real quick so I can just pull out 20 yellows at this point.
I just think of the
Man.
cutscene in Subface Emissary is like, can I pull a lawsuit if a Sechihu bean kills my Pikmin?
And I really missed that that yellow Olimar costume in Brawl.
Oh, Blackamar?
Yeah, Blackmar. It just also looked good. It just looked good.
I think it's pretty neat.
I think it's pretty neat.
I like the yellow suit. It's not just the Blackamar.
Damn, that one can carry a lot. Jesus Christ. Okay, I can zoom out.
Oh, we're
Alpha's
about to have
not worth
a lot more brothers and sisters. Oh God.
Alp was not worth it.
Although,
I would have preferred if we had Brittany for that one.
We should have had all the captains, like freaking Koopa Kid
Yeah,
situation.
Koopa Kid's that shit.
Yeah. Like, imagine the president fighting Sephiroth.
we would have had Louis, the
I mean,
president.
that would just be Shinra at that point.
Yeah, also it just should have been Louis. We needed a freak.
Oh God.
Louis a freak. No ifs, ands, or buts. He's a freak.
Every time Mario punches Louis, his eyes bulge.
I mean, that happens with Olimar. So,
And Louis.
I'm just saying for Smash, every time he gets hit, for that, his eyes
yeah,
bulge
yeah.
out. Okay. Since we got both of those parts, we're gonna attempt stagger it at this point.
Well,
Right,
what would be
gentlemen?
glorious if
Hold
what would be glorious with a playable Charlie is if the yellow Pikmin were replaced with the rubber duck.
No, but like, I really wish they actually went all the way with Alf and made him an Echo instead.
Yeah,
Like,
Alf does. It is still very weird to me with the idea of echoes. They introduced it to like finally get through a big controversy Smash has kind of always had, and then they don't really do that.
And characters that are Echoes aren't Echoes.
Like the only ones that actually are like Richter and Daisy. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, well, like Lucina is, Chrom is, like, makes enough sense where it's like, okay, mostly the same, but with a few tweaks. And I guess Dark Samus as well. But like Ken is, why is Ken an Echo?
Yeah, Ken is more of his own character than like Isabelle is, kind of deal.
I'm honestly.
I'm not sure if I
a
go
little
that
shocked.
far, but sure.
I'm legit shocked Pichu wasn't labeled an Echo.
Well, I think that's because they were anybody. I think before Smash 4, that was their own kind of character they classify as a different fighter at that point. I mean, that's just semantics then, but
Rip.
Well, those two are dead.
no.
I can fix this.
Yeah,
It doesn't count.
Pikmin 1 has a lot of leeway with that.
But yeah, right, yeah. Here, you can just get that box over. You don't even need blues.
No. Okay.
Oh God.
Oh yeah! Oh,
Mistakes were made. Oh yeah, they're
Swim!
gone. They're gone. As soon as you hear the dripping sound,
Yeah.
they're gone.
Yeah, Pikmin 1 has so much.
Don't take the full group.
Yeah.
Or at least throw them over.
Yeah, hold on. At least throw a portion of them.
Yeah, what I tend to do is that I tend to throw it from the main area, like onto the lead.
I sometimes do. Like, the problem is sometimes you can cause the Snagret to show up early at that
Yeah,
point.
that is a problem that actually happened last time I did it. Though usually you won't. Snagrets don't kill that fast, so it's not that big a deal. But yeah.
The box!
Man, I remember encountering the Snagret the first time as a kid. Like, I remember, like, jumping between this and, like, watching the episodes of, like, Samurai Jack. So, like, that. Like, the two are tied together in my mind back in elementary school.
Yeah, like, having actually, played through the games and all, yeah, like, it's really not a surprise that this is the boss they turned into an assist trophy.
I mean, it's probably the most terrifying. It's out of the bosses in Pikmin 1, it's easily the most, the one that can kill easily the most to Pikmin, I think.
And well, no, Wally Hops all the time.
I'm saying for a boss on.
Oh, for a boss, sure.
Because admittedly, bosses in
that
Pikmin 1 really aren't.
Beatty can go wrong.
Yeah, but not a whole lot of the time. I think Snaggers are like the most consistent at being able to kill.
Which is really hilarious given that, these ones show up in, like, the second area.
Yeah, though they are a lot easier to deal with in Pikmin 2, so.
Although I
And
will
I think
say
it's only
that-
one in
I like-
Pikmin 2.
Dude, they nerfed them beyond belief in every subsequent game. Especially 3. 3 is a joke.
I need to replay. I don't think I've played 3 since it came out, so I really need to go back and play
Dude, just
through.
attacking it denies kills.
So in the case of Olimar really not knowing what any of these parts do, he keeps hearing this damn thing beeping all the time. Just ignores it.
I mean, it's like a
don't worry
it's like a
about
broken
that
down
right
car kind of deal. It's like
I
is there
think if your Geiger counter is beeping a lot, you might have some issues.
It's fine. He's still here, isn't it?
I mean, it's more. Do you want to find out how much it costs to replace it? If the car's still
I mean,
working,
he's saying-
it's fine.
I mean,
How
he's getting
many-
ripped off already on these parts, so...
How much cancer
Look,
does
we've seen-
Olimar have?
Yes.
So much cancer that he
You
grows
know-
hair instead of losing it.
Just so the Dandori, this much.
Taco.
Like, look, we've seen how easy it is for Hocktail Freight to get in dire straits. I don't think he has the car insurance to handle that.
No. Also,
Yeah,
speaking
it's
of which, why the fuck if the loan was like the debt was that much, and apparently that was Louis' like first operation out? Why did he trust Louis with that precious of cargo?
Why is Louis still here?
Well, how is Louis still employed?
He spun. Look, he rolled 20 on a charisma check.
No,
Ow.
he didn't. That's just a lie.
You are wrong.
You are wrong, sir.
Yeah, next time we come back here, there will barely be any threat on the outer day, so. Good work, Ben.
You
Peace.
get some,
Peace.
you get some treats. So we can finally get some cookies from the cookie jar?
That's cute.
No,
I
So
don't know you
they're,
like this.
What are the blue things for? Oh.
You'll find out tomorrow, sweetie. Now just grab it and carry this stuff like I command you right now. We are totally going to Denny's tomorrow morning.
Oh boy, hash browns.
The
I'm gonna grand slam this.
greatest lamb, baby.
No. I'm gonna grand slam this grand slam. Hello, Footbug. Not gold, I don't care.
Not gold, why bother?
It's okay, kids. Just take the little corpses to the little ships.
Feast, feast, feast,
Feast,
feast.
consume.
Nom
Feast,
nom nom nom
consume, multiply.
Oh, he's in the water at this point. I ain't fucking with that.
I'm not risking
Children
any
of the
more
core,
children.
I mean carrots.
We can take them.
Captain's log. Stardates, the dumpster behind the Denny's. I saw the Pikmin and take back a Bulborg corpse. As it was entering the onion, I saw its flesh literally be removed from the bones on its body. Is this how they eat?
Jesus Christ.
I should hope I
Sweet
never
Christ.
end up.
Sweet Christ, Olimar.
I should hope I never end up going through one of these onions myself.
That
Yeah, one thing I still love is that one, like, Wii U or 3DS short that is the Pikmin seeing pickled carrots and having a horror movie experience.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think the
Okay,
whole
you
one
should
that
all be
imagines itself as a pina colada or something.
Tada!
You're losing Pikmin! Okay, you're good, you're good.
Let me actually let the end of day animation play out, because I didn't do that the first time, so.
No, I keep saying, like, you keep whistling and, like, the Pikmin go down, like, no!
I mean, if they're near the campsite.
Yeah,
it's
if they're
fine.
kind of in the circle of the campsite, then they're fine onto that. Also, holy shit, is that a Tevi on a
Is that
weekday?
On a weekday during a stream.
Hey, Tevi, we invaded your house again.
We are streaming
I mean-
right now in your household. I hope you understand.
Yeah. We're in the stream room, buddy.
My man walked in the door without looking what the sign was.
Man
Fight
hasn't
club
streamed so
happening.
long he forgot what this channel did. 27 for today. Considering that was Snaggered, that's not too bad. Yeah, I think Tevi's muted right now because he's technically at work right now. So
By technically, literally.
yeah, that's the thing. If you notice Tevi hasn't been on the weekday streams, it's because he works night during the weekdays. So yeah. But anyway, already at 200 reds. That's what I love to see at that point. Hell yeah.
I see father has favoritism.
But I mean, for reds, yes, in this game, absolutely. But not for my least favorite area of the game, which is the forest naval.
Yeah.
Hello, darkness, my old
So
friend.
this day is always the one that can fluctuate depending on what I want to do for this area, because this area requires a lot of setup.
There's at
Like
that
Doc-
one part that requires all three colors, pretty much.
Yeah, no, not necessarily for that one, because I can plan around that. It's more the amount of shit you gotta build, bomb, and getting rid of the fire, the blowhogs, the fiery hogs, in this area.
You can
I
seize a lot of stuff, and if you don't care about losing Pikmin at all, like you can just brute force through some stuff. Hell, I'm playing right now, and I just got the part that's in the water near the two
Would you like-
lollipops, and I just took a hit, and it's like, we're fine.
To quote Tevi and No Bike about his hours, dude, fuck these hours.
Oh,
No, kids!
Bruh.
No.
Why?
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 That's not a flotation device.
And so it begins.
We are in
Bomb
water
rocks are not
areas now,
floating. Let
so.
this be a lesson.
They're gonna be Q&A day during the Forest Naval. Probably, when we get closer to that area over there, will probably be more Q&A time. But I need to get blues started pronto.
So
in
one
this.
thing I'm legit wondering now that we're at this part with the naval is like, how often is it that the bread bug part ends up in the water near the blue onion?
I think this is like the area it goes for first on the first day, I believe. I think this is the area it prioritizes.
Yeah, because like legit, as I was trying to build blues, it decided to take one of the season. Then, oh, look at that, the part is in the water when I don't have enough blues yet.
Yeah.
Blue Pigment just has the face the entire time.
Art jank, like treasure jank in Pikmin 1 is very much a thing.
Yep.
The other day, I had a really weird bread bug encounter where it like phased into the wall. Like into one of the breakable walls, and it was just there. I had to restart.
I have a video of it, but from like years ago. But when I was playing the Wii version, the part over there like fell into the black void, but it was like still like horizontal, so you couldn't actually throw any Pikmin towards it at all. It just kind of floated there indefinitely.
Is there?
There's Bread Bug. Got up.
There's a bread bug.
Oh, guys. I need you to grab that.
He's stealing your food. Get him.
Get him. Get his ass. Guys, help him. Jesus Christ, help him. Guys,
Level 5
what the
security
hell?
door breach. Get him.
Guys, what the fuck are you doing? Fucking grab it. Jesus Christ.
Oh God!
Well,
This
this
ain't
is
going
already.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
This is already going swimmingly.
I feel like this is a reset
Oh
already.
my God!
Yeah, it's all good.
Let's just restart that one.
That bread bug was persistent. And
I
those
think I
blues were
also
idiots.
want to restart it because I also want to get a group of red started because I want them to start building bridge as well during all of this as well. This is the stuff you gotta do a lot of micromanaging at Pikmin 1 because you only have one captain in this one, so.
I mean, they did turn this area into a. They did turn this area into a challenge map in Pikmin 3 DLC challenge map.
Does not surprise me.
60.
Captain's Log. Stardate. Dragon Ball Z. History of Trunks. It is a good thing that the main engine of the Dolphin also contains a turbo treads time machine. Great for when my packages end up late. It conveniently also helps when I make unforeseen mistakes.
except crashing the ship. That never works.
Well, unfortunately, the time machine needs at least like 2 ship parts to actually like function. So.
Damn.
I do swear that I think the Wii version might actually be the glitchiest one. It's like Pikmin just die on bridges.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was always a glitch on it. Is that weird?
I haven't encountered it nearly as much on the Switch version. Like there
Yeah,
are still a
like-
bunch of bugs, but man.
Look to Proton John's playthrough of the Runaway Guys for an example of how buggy the Wii version can be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it could go so wrong. Though that's I say that and okay, so you know the gem that you need yellows for?
Yeah.
Oh no, did it jank out?
It janked the fuck out.
Yep, that is one of the jankiest ship parts in the game.
I think Red Bug reset because it didn't have any idea.
Like it janked out back to where it was.
Wow. Captain's Log, Day 17.
This game does not have a
Not
business
playing
engine.
controller on the ship.
Is this the one where like you need to turn blues into yellows and then back again, or?
No,
No,
that's in perplexing. That's in the spring area.
Okay.
This is
But no, it's just that when ship parts fall in this game does not have a proper physics engine, so it can just go like bouncing all over the place randomly.
Yeah. Okay, so he's coming back. So get ready. grab yellows now. Actually, you guys stay right there. You guys, though.
I'm gonna grab you. I'm gonna grab you. No, wait. Don't grab you.
Okay, where is he at? Right there right now. Okay, I think he's going for different pellets than he normally does. Yeah, he's going for weirdly different pellets, huh?
Oh boy.
No!
Oh no!
Well,
Well,
there's
rip
that
that guy. And that one too. Wait, wait!
Hold up.
Wait, don't worry, Captain. We got him.
Did we get him?
That one, nope, he's a lost cause on that.
Help.
Well, that
Okay, I will
was.
stay right here.
In Pikmin language, Wilson.
Oh my.
That poor yellow was stranded.
Why?
That one of the blues tried to Yoshi's Island throw that yellow and repeatedly just bonked it against the wall.
Like, I'm not just remembering when I first started playing Wind Waker and got to the part where you have to throw a medley.
Alright, so in terms of walls to bomb, this is definitely a high priority one, so. More. Okay, got that. Now reds, come with me. Gotta take care of... Well, actually, first take care of this one. Take this one first.
Bacon! Bacon!
Alright. I mostly need you guys to take care of the shear grubs over here.
Fuck sheer grubs.
Just an annoying enemy type in Pikmin in general.
Yeah, because they like glitch out in such a way where you cannot kill them while they are eating.
Yeah.
Actually, they're sheer wigs. The sheer wigs are the
Whatever,
ones
they're
that
the
fly.
same.
Yeah, also fuck them because, you know, they can just undo some of your map progress.
Yeah, if you don't act on them right away, they can just eat it.
Now it works.
It's just like, alright, back to this zone after a few days of being in another zone and the bridge is gone.
The bridge is out!
Out. And get you guys started on this.
Thank God they don't have sheer grub spawns near every bridge. Just some of the more annoying ones to have to reset.
Now, where is the grub at? Okay, it's making its way up there. So get another pellet ready so it can attack. So it will go after that.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh.
We got him, boss.
Hey, I get the
Now, ah!
I think you can just tap it at this point.
Mr. Electric, kill him!
Yep, there we go.
Ah, my energy.
Floaty.
Finally.
We must get the floaty. It is a very vital piece of equipment.
I
Yeah.
assure you, it is.
Don't.
Yeah. Okay, get Reds going on this first.
Yep, just gotta spring into action.
No. No.
Can we get Tabby to increase that thing's sound?
I keep asking him, and we never get
I will
it.
go and fucking do it myself at this point.
You have the technology.
My mortal enemy is right over there.
Oh yeah, no, Brandon, I'm right there with you, but with August 18th, because that's when Bomber Cyberpunk releases.
I want that game.
Same.
I want that video game.
Where are the rest of my...
The fact that one of my most anticipated indie games is coming out 2 days after my birthday has me excited.
Wait. I think at this point, I can also grab this. Sure. What was it?
Convenient.
So I'm going to have you guys move back in for right now. I'm going to do some farming with you in just a little bit. We'll need to get my blue population up. They is mostly set up though. Is there more? Hold up. Alright.
Big jump scare.
How the fuck?
Ow, 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 ow,
We should have left you to drown.
ow.
Pikmin 1 pathing, everybody.
You are no longer
Yeah.
my favorite son. Die.
Never were.
Captain's log. Stardate. 8. This planet is a fucking daycare.
I am watching my red Pikmin struggle to get the Puffstool corpse up the bridge. Or the stairs.
Boss, where's the escalator?
One thing that still was weird to me with my Pikmin 2 run with some of the overworld treasures, like, guys, you're all blues. You do not need to wait for the bridge to be built.
I'm sorry, but Union says we cannot go into the water after
Jesus
5 p.m.
Christ.
I already cleared out all the enemies in the water. What's the
Union
danger?
says we can't go in the water after 5 p.m. Read our contract.
Wait, why are the Pikmin Dale Dribble?
I don't know. That's how it's kind of.
I was just going with the joke.
I'm not against it.
I just questioned it.
I just want to know. I'm curious.
So I think tomorrow is going to be a farming day of getting Pikmin ready to go.
What, impact side or?
No. Mostly I'm gonna clear the area out with reds, and we are just going to farm the other Pikmin types, because their numbers are kinda low. Can I actually see what my... okay. Put exactly... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exactly that many away. Get blues out as well, so I can get some last-minute blue farming in.
I think some shearwigs just spawned.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh, no, they didn't.
Yeah, they're a little bit more up. There, here.
Yep. I'm surprised you didn't just immediately knock out the gear part.
I think just because these shearwigs are here, so.
Don't worry, Chief, I've got it.
Yeah, I always just leave a few at the twig because they'll just get the gear. Yeah, fire kills fast.
Oh no.
Game. Unlike all the other games, the fire is actually dangerous when it happens. I kind of wish they were like more strict about like saving Pikmin
Yeah,
from
I
like
think
elemental
it gets a
hazards.
little too lenient in other games. Like, I think especially, weirdly enough, in Pikmin 2, because that's what makes Yellows kind of broken, is that you're able to save
Yeah.
them so frequently, except, you know, for Yellow Pikmin, and because electricity is a kill instantly thing, like, that makes Yellows just instantly really good because you have so much time to save them from every other obstacle.
The amount of resets I had just because I accidentally threw like a purple too close to one of those electric generator gates.
Yeah.
Good old node beetles.
I mean, the Beatles I got the hang of real quick. I'm talking about like, oh, there was an enemy just a little too close to one of those electric shock gate thingies.
Oh, like in Pikmin 4, electricity kills again, but it's like it's so easy to save them. It's like they stay stunned on the ground for a bit before dying, but like you have so much time to just whistle them, and it's not like they're even running around, so it's not even somewhat plausible for them to get out of your range.
But it is kind of funny though, going from Pikmin 1 to Pikmin 2, because like, oh, fire got nerfed, but water got buffed. Because like, yeah, the drown timer in 2 is a lot shorter.
That could be an issue.
Thank God these aren't flame powered.
Oh,
rocks.
Oh god. Yes, I want more of this. I want more of that. I want
Okay,
that.
we're not touching that wall.
That wall I have. That wall, my playthrough gave me a bit of history because I had too many bomb rocks for it, and then I went past it, and oh, that was a bad idea to bring the spare bomb rocks there.
Like,
Yeah, I
Ultra
lost some
Spicy
Pikmin that
and-
day.
Ultra Spicy in 3 Deluxe does make the hazards more dangerous, but it's not dangerous enough.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
I think
Like water, like honestly, the most dangerous thing in Ultra Spicy is water, specifically during the Myreclops fight.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that can be genuinely dangerous because they'll die in like 2 seconds.
I leave any.
Rocket,
I don't
what are
think
you
I left
doing?
any. Yeah, I didn't leave any behind, but
Frog!
deal with you later. Only 4 lost today, not bad. Okay. So.
Would you like
Ah.
to talk about the practice run with that day?
Oh, yeah, I think you're talking about. I don't remember the specifics exactly.
So so during a practice run of this, for this day, or at least the day where you get the blues, we had all of the blue Pikmin carrying a treasure, as in everyone. None in the onion, everyone. And end of day hit, the treasure wasn't back, all of them gone.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
no!
Which is why I'm going to bring every blue out to get a ship part right over there.
Oh, I think you also had like 2 more mulligans on that day as well.
Yeah,
just losing a ton
the
of...
Force Naval Day is just, like, that first day is just so important that I need to, like, move on that to get progress done.
At one point, you even selected the wrong area.
Oh, yeah, because I was just go. What are 2 fucking reds
Wait,
doing?
I was gonna say, like, what's the point?
What the fuck?
What the-
Guys! Guys!
I disbanded you, fucks.
What the fuck were
I
you
hate when that
doing
shit
over there?
happens.
No, not where you were doing
Please,
that. What the hell, guys? I told you to stay put. Why'd you unlock?
It's reverse psychology. You say they stay put and then they run to their death.
This ain't I playing hard to get Pikmin. This is stay the fuck right there. Get 80.
From the top!
How many yellows do I have? 48. Okay. That's, I think before, impact site, that's a good amount for right now. I think it's mostly blue population I really need to get up. Let's see. Guys. Guys, please. Please. I beg
Captain's
of you.
log.
Pikmin, could you not be dumbasses for 5 minutes, please?
Captain's log. Stardate 5. Take 3. I swear, these children, these infants,
These absolute
these-
buffoons.
these stooges, these buffoons. When I said for these Pikmin to use their heads for once, I did not mean for them to just bash them against a stone wall. Is everyone here?
Are we good now? Children,
Dumbasses.
here! Lose! Come with me! Stardate, I don't know if this is the run, guys.
I don't know, fam. Would it really be the run? Aw, gee willikers.
Like swings! Captain's log.
Captain's log. Stardate. Epic. I have 3 legendary weapons. Lots of slurp juice. I am in 10th place. I swear, this is the run.
Fall.
Proceed.
Point to fall damage.
Yes, actually that happened to me earlier and I died in 8th place. God. I just won a hard-won fight on Loot Island and I was like, alright, how do I get down? I think the game will let me glide from here. They did not let me glide.
It did not let him glide from there.
So I got into Fortnite yesterday.
Why did you abandon me, Ace?
Abandon you? I joined the crew!
You make it sound like Fortnite's like a virginity pack or something.
It's only a matter of time, Sophie. It's only a matter of time. Gojo will be in the next Battle Pass. Watch. For context, everyone in this friend group now has played Fortnite except for Sophie.
It's just like now it's just a matter
I
of
may
time.
I may have finished re-downloading it.
No, we're doing tonight, baby!
Oh god.
For extra context,
Sophie
extra
realizes
context-
the walls are closing in around her.
for extra context for those in chat, last time I had played Fortnite was back when they still had building.
when
Or at the very least,
building was the only option for.
Before-
It's actually amazing as once they got rid of buildings, suddenly Fortnite just.
Then
suddenly
Fortnite actually exploded. Well, that was the big thing I really hated when the game first came out, kind of deal. And I tried it on a stream with Linky and String. Was I just hated the building mechanic around it. It felt like
You
it was
shoot
way.
so-
It felt like it was just way too much to to handle, kind of deal throughout. And when they removed that, I was like, oh wait, this is actually really fun now.
You shoot someone
Why did you
once
click
in
it?
build.
No!
You shoot someone once in build mode, and they create a 3-story condo with a pool and arcade to boot.
Yep.
No, this is just me being over dramatic because the same thing happened with something like Amphibia, and then I watched and I'm like, oh wait, this is peak.
I think it helped for that one. I dragged you and Stefan into that kind of deal. So
I got coordinates like you are going to watch Frog.
you are going to watch the Funny Frog Show.
I don't want to talk about frogs in this context.
Well, we just killed one. Don't worry. He can't hurt you anymore.
Yes, but there's always more. Fortnite is the one. To quote the Russian Badgers video on Fortnite, Fortnite is the one time when taking the thing that makes your game unique out of the game made it better.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ew.
Reds are up there. Okay. Trying to think. What else actually, hold on. Kill. Let's go kill it, fam. Kill the rest of the fiery blowhogs, and then I'm gonna have blues just come in and clean up at that point. Now, none of you fall into the water, I swear to God. Good.
Including you. And
Ah!
get around. We good?
Yep,
We're good.
Good. Alright, so you guys get started on that. We're gonna come back and get blues, and we are just going to get a shit ton of Pikmin at this point.
Let's go, lesbians. We're
Let's
about to
go!
meet some
Go, my oompies.
Fuck's an oomphy. Genuine question.
just a friend or something like that kind of thing.
friend lingo.
Do. Also grab like 10 yellow so I can bomb some stuff. Actually, get more like 20 now because I think.
Why do I still see building shit in the waiting lobby?
Are you in no build mode? I think if it might be.
There's an option for it. Okay.
Yeah, it's a dedicated mode.
Okay, well, that's gonna be something to change for next round.
Yeah, it's worth knowing that your first. I'm not sure if it'll do it for you since you haven't played in a while, actually.
Yeah, like, I entered a casual lobby just to get the controls reset, pretty much.
Yeah. Yellows, come with me. We are going to bomb stuff. One of you grab that one bomb, and don't fall into the goddamn water. Please grab the bomb in front of you. Thank you. Did one of you not grab a goddamn bomb?
Up the bomba.
Guys, there's a bomb literally right there. Thank you. Alright, how's everybody looking right now? I don't know if that wall is actually down or not, but yeah, that might have been it. Do need to get rid of the wall to BD long legs over here. Okay, that's done. And I think really the major one. Oh my god. I think the major one.
Aaron?
I think probably this. I'm being good decisive on which walls I want to blow up. This enough?
Ah,
Woo!
perfect.
Yeah, baby, that's what we went for. Woo!
That's what I want. All right. So I think at this point, actually, this will give us enough to grab the 2 treasures that are hanging out over in that one cave area. So I think I'll do that for the other part of today. Okay, yeah, we're gonna move down there. Jesus Christ!
At this point, I'm gonna
Dang.
start implementing a tripping tax.
Trip.
Well, we have no economy, sir.
If I had a nickel for every time someone tripped.
I'd be a goddamn
For
millionaire in this game, Jesus Christ.
Take a drink. Take a drink every time a Pikmin trips. You will die.
You will die.
You will die before the Pikmin does.
Oh god.
Alright, so for this one, get all the reds and yellows started on this. Worried about you guys because you might get glitched. Okay, blues, come with
Fair
me.
worry to have.
Pikmin 1.
Pikmin 1, baby. Another goddamn trip.
The analog computer.
Please don't
This
shoot
baby
the
can-
Bridge just ate me.
Dad!
Finally,
Dad, don't let me get eaten! Dad!
finally, my analog computer. Now I can finally play Civilization.
My game save has been on there
I must
for
play
years.
Civ 5. I could go. For
You think that
Civ
bitch
5.
can run Civ 5? Nah, it's running the first one.
God, I haven't played Civ in forever.
It's been a while. I have 6, but I never actually played 6.
I had 6, I didn't get to play it, and then I lost the cartridge with one of my old Switches.
Oh.
I just, oh.
Up, guys.
Yeah, the one I mainly played was Revolution on Xbox.
Xbox.
Guys up. Reds.
Might have a yellow. Come to me, Fallout 1.
You guys, come with me. Yeah, at least get this part out.
How often do you think yellow Pikmin get ear infections?
Oh, all the damn time.
They're like frickin' Australian shepherds. Unfortunately, Mocha tends to get a lot of ear infections. Apparently, it's just normal with the breed.
Oh my. Oh, just gotta treat it.
Oh yeah, no, we treat it like it hasn't been a big issue. We just treat it when we just notice she's scratching a whole bunch.
Alright,
Don't
Sagittarius
quit.
luck, let's go!
Yeah!
What we wait for? Woo!
Still got one more drop. And we're good.
Yeah, that was my Pikmin drowning. I probably should have a stream on with the audio.
Probably your smartest plan.
I think
This will
those
be on the
guys
job.
will at least make it a good distance to the onion with these parts, so... Okay, that already has the most amount on it, so... Yeah, let's move. Okay.
Well, at least progress was made.
Yep. Okay. That's good. So those are right there. We can just grab them next time. I didn't get blues quite as up as I wanted. I'm a little worried about that, but we'll see how that goes. Only 33. Yeah, that was not as big of a sprouting day as I wanted, but...
That's how it goes. At least there's
Hey.
always the impact site.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So... Thinking about... How am I missing that many parts? Wait, no, I got... Because the two are right in front there, right? We might be able to clear this area out today.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 5 parts, like, as long as things don't go horribly wrong, that should
Yeah,
be doable.
it's taking out the 2 bosses, getting the one in the Wollywog, and getting those other parts up to ship, and I think that's it. So, I'm gonna get 30 yellows and the rest reds up here. So we can take out the bosses first. Some of you guys flowered up because I know you guys are a little lacking in that. I know especially blues are. Seriously?
Out of curiosity, how many people here have played Little King's Story?
I think
I know of it, I've never played it.
Hmm.
Pikmin with a job system.
Oh boy.
Ah, I can make
Like
an economy
FF
with these
style
little
jobs.
thingies.
Seriously,
I am
might
alone
be.
on this.
What about Overlord? Has anyone played either Overlord
I
game?
have played Overlord 2, and then halfway through I stopped playing Overlord 2. It was not very good.
Damn.
That game's buggy as fuck. Like, that game is... Hey, guys, we took the gameplay of Pikmin and combined it with the tone and disappointment of Fable.
Aw, God, you gotta love that Fable debuff.
Yeah, dude, like, it's weird how kind of similar it feels. It's Pikmin and Fable. All the good and bad of that. Mostly the bad. Like, if anyone ever gets a chance, check out Little King's Story. It is available on Steam, actually. It used to be a Wii exclusive.
Yeah, I was remembering. I thought it was a Wii exclusive. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's available on Steam.
For whatever
the
reason, I
port's
think I-
not great, but it's not horrible.
For whatever reason, I keep getting it mixed up with Dokapon Kingdom, and I know those two are very different games. So.
Yep.
I need to try out Dokapon Kingdom. We
It's
should do
fun.
that
Just
sometime.
make sure you have a good group of friends for it.
We probably have the group for it. We just need to do it.
My God, Gee, that guy.
I've seen a whole lot of excitement around Wooly's playthrough. Wooly versus. Yeah. You can kill Puffstool really fast if you just bombard it.
Right.
Yeah, I do not swarm Wally Hops just because when it goes bad, it goes really bad.
Yeah.
Like you
I
can lose.
tried to do a combination of a throwing and swarm kind of deal onto them. I need you guys carrying stuff yet.
Stop trying to carry. I think there's still one left, but whatever. Get over here, damn it.
Kill him. One cycle this asshole.
Yeah, this is a prime spot for the crushing glitch. Like, Pikmin will just die underneath the puff stool. They'll just, like, exit out of the game. But yeah, no, like, the crazy thing about, like, Lil King Story is that you have all these, like, different jobs. One of them is a chef that instantly kills chicken enemies.
Glorious. Glorious.
Amazing.
Yeah, no, like, you just throw the chef at them, and, like, I think they just, like, suplex the chicken.
We don't technically have a chicken board, so I'll just use this. Chicken suplex.
God, it's that you get like little carpenters that like build bridges and stuff. You can get a wizard, but I think the wizard's actually not very good. They're just very slow with their attacks. That game's wild. It also has like really crazy boss fights. One of them is like TV themed, and all their attacks are based on TV channel tropes. It's like the arena will change based on a channel, and it'll be like the sports channel, and baseballs will be flying from the sky. Like gigantic baseballs will just fall on top of you.
Absolutely glorious.
There's also like a sci-fi channel where a UFO comes in and tries to abduct your guys. Dude, the game's great.
My brain suddenly reminded myself of Ni no Kuni 2. Ooh, that game has basically an entire Pikmin like on just within it.
There's the Simpsons game where Marge's segments are just like a poor man's Pikmin.
Yeah. You can command and control people to do whatever you want, just like Oprah.
Oh, right. It's not even just like an overworld. Like in Ni no Kuni 2, you do frequently on the overworld, you'll end up doing like Pikmin sections with like your kingdom's armies to advance through the story.
Oh
but
yeah,
even
it's like, isn't that like the direct replacement for like the monster system?
More or less, but even in battle, if I remember correctly, there are these I forget what the fuck they are called, but imagine Tales of, but with Pikmin running around at the same time. Ni no Kuni 2 is pretty good. I probably should go back and play it.
I hear people have been underwhelmed by it.
I think it's mostly, I remember it's like the late game stuff with Ni no Kuni 2 kind of turns people off pretty hard on it. If I remember right. Okay. Hi guys, hurry up with that part. Go, 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 go!
Yeah.
Get my Chaos Emerald in there.
Thank you. Yellows, and then I need to get all blues out.
Blew it up with extra blues. Oh, they blew it up. Damn you.
Blow it up.
Okay, so where do you go to turn building off?
It should be in the game modes, so I think it's like up pad on the
Yeah,
main
just
menu.
go for 0 build.
Yeah.
I'm seeing ranked, team fill, and then solo, duo, trio, squad.
It's like in the search option, you'll find a no build mode in there.
Oh, I see. Okay, so...
Okay, time to go fight
yeah,
death.
Up still?
No, Puffstool's fucking dead now.
Puffstool's a bitch.
Puffstool's a bitch.
Oh god, I almost had the blowhog.
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah, that's
frog. Yeah, this part I kind of actually just brute force this one, where I just have them carry the part. I just have them carry the part, and I just have more Pikmin that I need.
Eh. I really hope it's not 50. Okay, good. I don't think there's any other ones. I think that's it. I think the other ones we killed. Yes, we did. Hell yeah! Yeah, we are golden, so I think the rest of this time I could just farm up some blues at that point.
I remember that part giving me some shit versus like, oh, surrounded by like 3 Wollywogs. Oh god.
Yeah. I think they're still my least favorite Pikmin enemy, just because their hitbox is so janky on them that they can just kill an obnoxiously high amount of Pikmin out of nowhere.
I've lost as many as 40. Like half of your total amount, almost.
Actually, send that mount back. Send it back in red.
Although they're not particularly good at killing Pikmin when they're carrying stuff. Actually,
Yeah.
they might get 1 or 2, but they won't get them that often.
Hurry up, guys. Go, go, go! Guys, tripping this much. Jesus Christ. I think this is one of the largest ship parts in the whole game, I think.
It's up there. I don't think it's the largest part.
It's probably like top 5 on that. I'm not sure what the heaviest part is in Pikmin 1.
I don't know if there's a part that's more than 50.
Yeah.
Because like there's the one part across the 2 bridges in the spring.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, I'm carrying that right now. That's 50.
Let's get your numbers up. It's also low. Because that should be all the parts, right? Yep! So, rest of the day is just farming and flower up Pikmin at that point. And then I think we will end stream on Impact Site.
Eh.
And day 7, I actually don't know if maybe the Impact Site might not have a boss. It might be early enough for that. I don't know.
Nah, there should be a boss. The day 7, I think we're probably gonna get Gulix.
I forget which one's the even day and which one's the odd day one.
I think even's Mamuda. And then odd is Gulix.
And if you go,
what's the speedrun timer for the Smoky Prog?
It's like 15 days.
yeah.
Which, if I show that off, I'll have to just go into my other file and make the day count go up kind of deal, because I don't think he showed up in my practice run at all yet in Distance Ring.
Like the egg?
Yeah, I don't think the egg appeared during that time.
Weird.
Triforce, do you know about the quick kill strategy for Smoky Frog?
I've never fought the Smoky Frog, so...
So
Yeah,
its whole idea.
Go ahead, Ace.
Yeah. So the whole idea is that once it hatches, it makes a beeline for your base and starts circling the onions, occasionally doing a roar attack that will uproot any Pikmin that are currently planted. The idea is that you want to exploit the fact that when yellows go back into the onion, they leave their bomb rocks back at the onion. So when it goes to... So what you do is you leave like 20 or so bomb rocks at the yellow onion, grab one yellow, grab one bomb rock, bait the Smoky Frog to do the roar at the yellow onion, throw the bomb Pikmin near it so it hucks the bomb at it, which creates a chain reaction which causes all the bomb rocks to explode, one-shotting it.
Glorious.
Thank you, Realm Mithril, for introducing me into the quick kill.
Yeah, man, this is like the lowest amount of blues I think I've had in a Pikmin run before, man. Like, their population is tiny. Especially compared to my practice run where I was like swimming in blues. There's also down here. Yes. Okay, yeah, we can end day now.
Go Yonsan ni Ichi and done.
Yeah, 76 blues. That is so low for what I normally expect to have at the game at this point.
Well, in Pick Site, we'll fix that.
Yep. That's the fun day of Pikmin, where your numbers just go astronomically high.
Yeah, just pick a day of like, I want to farm.
Yeah, this is the farm day. Basically get the numbers that I need for the rest of the run. Okay, the boss does not load in that cutscene, so let's see, who are we dealing with? Wait, is there no boss? No boss on that.
Oh,
Wow.
I guess they don't appear this early.
I guess.
No Bermuda, no
did it
Gulak.
fast.
Doesn't it appear if you approach the arena?
Oh yeah, for Gulix. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Jump scare.
I ran into a Gulix during my run, so that was a fun little surprise.
I mean, oh yeah, it's literally use blues.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank God I was already here to grind blues up.
Hey, button, getting a workout.
But yeah, since I got a Gulix, I didn't even realize it was an alternate thing. I didn't realize Mamuta's debuted in the first game. I thought they started in 2.
Nope. In fact, the Smoky Prog is like supposed to be a malformed Mamuta.
Because you hatched it too early, you jackass.
No, it's just malformed. Like,
Yeah.
that's not even a factor of like, oh, you hatched
I
it.
think more of it found like pollution or shit kind of deal.
Ah, the true enemy of Pikmin. Man.
Yeah, no
Sure.
loss, huh? That's really
Hey.
weird.
Wow.
Guess I just beat out the day clock.
Huh?
Yep.
Is it not? Because I know it appears on day 8.
I guess
Or
I
a
just
thing
beat it by
appears.
1 day on that.
Maybe. Weird.
For the wiki!
Neat.
Pikmin impact site. Let's see. Blah 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 blah
Yep,
blah.
Yeah, this clam gotta be a little careful.
It's all about the timing.
No!
Okay, yeah.
Nom, nom, nom,
shit.
nom.
So yeah, you did beat out the Gulix and Bermuda by 1 day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Bermuda spawns starting day 8 on even number days, and Gulix spawns on day 9 on odd numbered.
Interesting.
Yeah, imagine if these clams showed back up in 2 with white Pikmin.
I mean, they're not. No, they are sort of organic. I mean, there's not really much to poison.
Well, just imagine, like, throw 1 white Pikmin, bait it to eat the white Pikmin, and repeat.
I mean, honestly, in later Pikmin games, you are not really using white Pikmin for their poison effect.
You're
I
using
know,
them for
but
their speed.
I just find the idea with the clams specifically funny.
Yeah, they can still get you post-mortem.
Like, low-key, White's got nerfed kind of hard after Pikmin 2. They lost most of their abilities, even in Pikmin 4.
It feels like every time they make a traversal Pikmin, it gets immediately nerfed the next game kind of deal.
Maybe?
Because you were saying Wing Pikmin felt nerfed in 4.
Yeah, Wing Pikmin do feel nerfed.
Oh no, they fly too well. Gotta boink the
I mean, Wing
back.
Pikmin were honestly broken. They needed
They
nerf.
were.
Yeah.
They probably did too much, but they did need a nerf. You are definitely using blues more often than wings. Because they can't they seem to struggle to pick up stuff, in the water at all.
Dad, we need more brethren.
Oh,
wait,
got the
actually, no, we
exact
don't.
amount, brethren, you need.
He's
Stop
like,
being
Dad,
so
we need
needy.
to- oh, wait.
Dad, let's go to McDonald's. There is
No,
no
we're not
McDonald's, this is nature.
I'm trying to get my car. We're at the shop again. We can't go to McDonald's right now.
Captain's log. Stardate. Black coffee. The Pikmin
Can
kept
we go-
complaining and wanting McDonald's. I finally managed to find a satellite McDonald's orbiting the planet. I went to the drive-thru, ordered 1 coffee, and left.
Oh, you asshole.
Dad, can we go to the
Upon
one?
further reflection, I
Dad,
should have
can
asked
we go
for
to the
help.
big one in Florida?
Their parking lot sucks.
God. They have pizza.
There's a Domino's down the road. Yes, but it's not from McDonald's.
There's actually just a 7-Eleven on this planet.
God damn, they're everywhere.
I mean, what kind of 7-Eleven? The American 7-Eleven or the Japanese 7-Eleven?
What's different about the Japanese 7-Eleven?
They're good. Actually good.
Japanese convenience stores have really good stock.
I mean, I always go buy a 7-Eleven on my way to work kind of deal all the time, so...
Yeah, I know there's, ongoing debate about who, the holy trinity of Japanese convenience stores, who has the best fried chicken. It's either Family Mart, Lawson, or 7-Eleven.
Yeah, legit, when I was in Japan, convenience store sushi was one of my go-to lunches/dinners.
That is something you would never get in
It's
America.
I guess the closest of our equivalent is Wawa or something like that.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Wawa!
Wawa,
Sweet
baby!
It's funny. So funny story. Pennsylvania has sort of a second version of Wawa called Sheets, and Sheets is more of a
why you get 2 of
yeah,
them?
and Sheets is not bad either. It has yeah, I got a cheeseburger from it yesterday, and that was pretty good, honestly. They do milkshakes as well, although honestly they're a bit too sugar punch for my liking. And also, one time I got one with Reese's Pieces in it and just kept getting stuck in the straw.
Oh,
You know when that happens. God.
That's a big, like, I like
Yeah.
big cookie dough shakes that, like, Steak and Shake and stuff like that. But yeah, no, as soon as a cookie dough piece gets stuck in the straw, it's GG, man.
Ripperoni.
It's too
I
strong.
I have a bad habit of liking birthday cake flavored shakes and ice cream.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Uh, the Taco Japanese convenience stores is making me miss Japanese cheese bread. Oh, that shit's delicious.
I haven't touched a piece of fudge in years. Don't take me
So-
near a fudge store.
Sophie.
So you're saying do not bring you anywhere near Mackinac Island whatsoever.
Do not take you to Wildwood, apparently, because they have some pretty good fudge places.
Mackinac Island is basically an island, because I realize chat might not know Michigan locations up, but Mackinac Island is basically the island in between the peninsulas in Michigan, and they are kind of famously known for their fudge, because like the entirety of Main Street is just like nothing but fudge shops around.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It is. It's incredible.
Well, there is a bakery that is like walking distance near me. I need to at least try it out one of these days. Yes, that's dangerous, I know.
My impact site days also go by way faster at this point than I noticed, because I'm done at this point. Like, I've literally done everything for here now. I guess just flowering up Pikmin would be, like, the last thing to do. Why you don't take that yet?
Having started playing Fortnite again, I legit miss the wrestling battle royale that did not last
Oh,
super
yeah,
long.
the one that, like,
Oh, man,
died
I thought-
within a year, yeah.
It was so fun to play.
Play the reds. Play the yellows, because I want to make sure the blues are all flowered up, ready to go now at this point.
You know, I'm not surprised there's a Superman costume, but I was expecting to be like Clark Kent with the cape.
We'll deal with that next time.
Next episode. I can hear that tinfoil, whoever that is. Don't want to fess up.
I don't know, I just said tacos.
Who keeps dropping their mail like that?
Sure, take care of the Flippy, I don't care.
Kill! Kill! Kill!
Free nectar.
Hey, you gotta need to throw it on him.
Yeah, that's the one thing I really liked about Purples and 2 is using their shockwave to flip over enemies that you otherwise have to direct
What the
hit.
fuck? Where'd he go? He poofed out of existence. He just zippered out of this dimension.
Yes, thank you, Bruno Bucciarati from Part 5. He's waving to me right now. And there he goes.
I didn't even have a gun yet.
Oh!
Oh no.
God, fear for the day JoJo gets into fucking Fortnite.
Oh no. You do realize this means we're gonna end up doing Fortnite streams now, right?
Oh, I mean, tonight was going to either be a Pikmin or a Fortnite stream.
This is Anakin Skywalker. It's hard to tell from the back.
I mean, Anakin
Look.
is in the case, yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
Look. Just here's your reminder, if you see anime, kill on sight.
Does my PS Plus skin count? Because they have free skins for PS Plus. So at least I'm not stuck on default.
Imagine being stuck on default for like 2 days.
Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
I was basically using default the entire time I played on PS4.
Seriously, no more nectar? Oh my god, wow.
Grab more nectar.
Okay, fine, I guess I'll just end day at this point. Yep. This is the last one for this stream, so I'll let it play out. I hate all those leaves there. Ew. Ew.
Ew!
Gross. I mean, that's the first time that played on stream.
I think so.
Captain's log. Stardate. More weed.
God, I need more.
What is
God.
this dating system?
I have learned not to give the weed to the pigmen. They do weird things.
They got in a circle, sung Kumbaya, and then proceeded to mortally sacrifice a poor leaf of yellow Pikmin.
There are only 13 parts out of 30. Will I be able to get them in 23 days? I wonder.
Well, it's only... Well, unless something catastrophic happens, we should be fine.
We should be fine. Ah, much better on those numbers. Wow, I have more yellows than I do blues. What the fuck?
Bye-bye.
I see. You have 13 parts for mating. The organization will wish you well.
Yeah. A fucking card. Yeah. No. This is weird. I am not used to having this many blue. I guess while I'm in the well, we do have to head back to the Forest of Hope. Our actual objectives are going to be very short that day, so I could spend the rest of the time farming up blues at that point. So, yeah. But yeah, that will do it for Pikmin this week. Hopefully you've all enjoyed. I feel like we'll be able to wrap up. Jesus Christ. We'll be able to wrap up next session at that point. Pikmin 1's a pretty short game under that. So, yeah. Anyway, adios. Bye-bye.
Amigos.